Hey, happy Friday. Hope you guys are doing well. You know what time it is. It is the Fetta effect. We do this every week. For those of you that don't know me, first of all, I truly apologize. That's totally my fault. I can't believe we have gone this far in our lives without knowing who each other are. I'm Jerry. I own WealthX. We're here to talk today about Bitcoin. Nano, thanks for liking. Hey, if you're just tuning in, put live in the comments, LIVE, you're on top of it. I'm Jerry, I own WealthX, and my belief is that everybody deserves and has the right to create a life by design. Okay, what is a life by design? It's you doing exactly what you want to do with your time, when you want to do it, not having to trade time for money. Most people don't do that because we spend 40 years to life, I call it the 40 to life sentence, trading time for money, doing something we don't love, just so we can barely survive. That's not life by design. So the reason most people don't get there, and we already know this, but I'm going to hit it again, most people don't know how to make money, they don't know how to keep it, and they don't know how to multiply it. We have to do all three of those things simultaneously at the same time. Yes, that's multitasking. Get used to it. And so I teach people to do that. Time and money do need to get traded. And so what we're going to do is we're going to secure assets that do the time and money trade for us so that we can have our time back and go start living our life by design. That's my intro. You guys know me. And today I'm going to talk about Bitcoin. I have purposefully not talked about Bitcoin because everyone wants to know what I think about Bitcoin. And so I'm going to give you guys my opinion today. And I want to dive into really investing in general, not just Bitcoin, because Bitcoin will be here and one day it'll be gone and it'll be another thing that comes up that everyone's excited about. And so I want to handle that cycle. So what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a digital currency technology. It's a fixed currency. There's a certain amount of it. It's online transactions. There's tons of possibility with it. And everybody is excited about it. Okay, guys, Bitcoin, if you look at the Bitcoin price right now, it just goes up and up and up and up. It's ridiculous. It's almost like the stock market currently. And everyone I know is talking about it. So I was at the hot tub at my apartment probably 3 weeks ago, and I'm sitting there, complete stranger in the hot tub with me. We have never spoken, and the guy leaning back, hey, you buy any of that Bitcoin yet? I'm just going to give you, and I think maybe Warren Buffett said this, the point when some stranger in the hot tub is talking about an investment means it's not a good idea. Okay? So I want to give you guys my mindset with investing. Investing is a slow, boring, arduous process. Okay, and I'm going to give you guys some data on this today. But when I look at investing, I look at the basic. And the basic is, it's not just Bitcoin. Like, what is Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin is technology, right? Bottom line is technology. Yes, there's specifics to it. It's technology. So when we look at technology historically, let's use the internet as an example. Okay, in the 90s, the internet became a thing, and it was the Bitcoin of that time. Everyone was excited about it. Everyone was getting in on it. Everyone was making money on it. You could buy it at any price and sell it at any price and make money. Everyone was saying, oh, I should have bought in 5 years ago. That's just technology. When you have a small cap, aggressive product like a Bitcoin, like the internet, like a technology space, it's going to increase in value fast. Now here's what technology does, and this is important to know how to analyze investments this way. Technology increases very fast. It goes into a euphoria because of displacement. So displacement, back to my hot tub story, displacement is when so many people are getting into the investment that the price artificially rises. Just like in the hot tub, when me and that guy got in the hot tub, when he got in, the water rose. It didn't mean there was more water. It means because he was in there, it looked higher than it really was. Okay, the displacement turns into euphoria. It can't go down. It can't crash. It'll never come down. Buy, 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 buy. And so everyone gets into it, and at some point, it does crash. Technology always does crash. The internet bubble. Okay, technology crashes. A ton of people lose a ton of money. The government comes in and regulates the product because they know it's going to be a normal staple in our economic environment. So they regulate it. The government gets a bunch of laws and rules in place, and then it becomes normalized. That's what Bitcoin is going to go through. It's that same cycle. It's going to come up and up and up. We don't know how high. Unless you have a crystal ball, no one knows. It's going to tank. We don't know when or how low, but it will. It will get regulated. And here's the deal, guys. Do you really think that a central banking system is going to allow a fixed currency to come in and displace the game that they have on taxes and inflation? Hell no. They're not going to do that. Our entire global economy is run by a global central banking system. When they look at Bitcoin, they're going to say, how can we regulate and own this product? There's no way the rich elite that own our world banking system are going to allow themselves to get displaced by Bitcoin. The reason it's doing so well, I think, and this part's speculation, is that they're in on it. They see the idea, we can get everyone on the same currency, we can control the entire world with taxation and inflation, and we have full control then. So, guys, here's the deal. Warren Buffett talks about when people are greedy with investing, you need to be fearful. And when people are fearful, you need to be greedy. Warren Buffett, okay, we're not talking about your buddy at work. We're not talking about your sister. We're not talking about your brother-in-law. We're not talking about the Thanksgiving conversation table. We're talking about, what is he, the third richest man in the world? When this guy talks about money, listen, when people are greedy, you need to be fearful. What does greedy look like? Give me, give me, give me. What are people doing with Bitcoin? Give me, give me, give me. Buy, buy, buy. Greedy. You need to be fearful of that. Okay? And what does that mean? You need to get educated and you need to figure out, why is it going up and what's the trend, and is this a space I want to be in? You're not, it's like gambling. You're not just going to go to Vegas and win on Bitcoin. If you want to be in the tech space, commit to the tech space. Okay? So, when people are fearful, you need to be greedy. People are not fearful right now. They're not. Okay, they're being ballsy. They're going out there with thousands of dollars. They're buying up Bitcoin. They're not being fearful. When they start becoming fearful and that price drops, that's the time, if you're in technology and want to invest in technology, and because of that you're going to buy Bitcoin, that's the time to buy. All right? So the other problem I have with it is it does not pay me passive income. There's no passive income. Okay? You can day trade it, you can buy it and hold it. It's not a passive income producing asset. It's not. Okay? So investing is very boring. You buy an asset and you look at, will this thing be here in 20 or 30 years? If the answer is not yes, I won't buy the asset. If the answer is yes, I buy it and then I hold on to it for 30 years. I just sit on it. There's nothing exciting that happens. And it pays me a check every single month. I get the same check over and over and over and over, and there's nothing flashy about that. That's not Bitcoin. Okay? And again, I want to make this broad and general with investing. So when you're looking at investing, step one, don't look at the title of the investment. Go to the basic. Okay, what is the underlying basic principle? Bitcoin, technology. Okay, great. Income producing asset. That's another basic. Go to the basic. Once you've gone to the basic, go back and find historical statistics to find out what that basic has done. Numbers, not emotions, not headlines, not Facebook posts, numbers and graphs. What has that basic done in the past? And it will repeat that chart at some point again in the future. That's the cycle it goes through. And then you can look at, well, it's going to go up, it's going to come down, it's going to get regulated, it's going to get normalized. That's the cycle. Here's the other thing, guys. With Bitcoin, and it's not just Bitcoin, it's any investment. We can even use real estate. My Uncle Grant Cardone talks about this. If I am willing to sell you Bitcoin for money, what does that say? I believe that your money is more valuable than my Bitcoin. Why on earth would I sell you something if I didn't think the thing I was getting was better than what I was giving you? Okay? So if I'm selling silver, I think your money is better than my silver, and that's why I would sell it. If I am selling real estate, I think your money is better than my real estate. That's why I would give it up. So when you look at it from that standpoint, anytime someone is selling something, it's because the thing that they are going to get in return has more value to them. And you really need to look at that. You really need to stop and figure out, why is it more valuable to them? Is it just an isolated emotional thing for them and it really doesn't have intrinsic value? Or is it because I don't know something? Okay, with Bitcoin, I think it's the I don't know something. Honestly, I think a lot of people don't know what it is, and so they're buying it and people are selling it. By definition, if the people are selling it, they think your money is more valuable. Otherwise, they would not trade you a Bitcoin for money, for $1. They would trade you Bitcoin for something else. So guys, that's what I wanted to talk about today on investing. If you're doing Bitcoin, don't just do it because it's the latest trend. You might as well go to Las Vegas. It's the same thing, okay? If you are investing, make sure you know why you're investing and realize it is a slow, arduous process. It's not exciting, and if it gets exciting, it probably means that you're in a dangerous space with your investing. All of the greats in the investing world, they are boring, redundant, repetitive, and they did the same thing over and over and over. Rachel says simple logic. I 100% agree with that. It's going to be simple logic. It's going to be a basic process. If it doesn't make sense on a napkin, I buy this thing. These people live in this thing, and they pay me money to live in the thing. I can explain that to a 3-year-old, and they'll get it. Private lending. I'm going to give you money. With my money, you're going to go buy a thing, and you're going to pay me every month from the thing because you used my money for it. And if you don't pay me, I'm going to take away your thing. Very logical processes. So here's the thing I want to wrap up with, guys. And this is not just investing. This is our finances in general. We get too easily distracted. And it's part of it is our brains. Our brains like to put things on the back burner. And so when we're consistent, and this happens, if you're in a business, this is going to happen to you. When you're consistent and you start getting results over and over and over and over, your brain likes to say, okay, that project's done. Let's go find something new. There's that aspect of it. And then also other people are going to see you being consistent, and they'll realize that they aren't. I'm not, they're going to say, I'm not consistent. Jerry is, therefore I'm attracted to Jerry. So you're going to get distracted from other people that don't have consistency, and they will try and distract you. So when you are doing your finances, it's 3 things. Make money, keep money, multiply. If you're making money and you're consistent with it, don't let your brain distract you just because it's the same process. Here's news for you. It will be the same process for the rest of your life. You will trade over and over and over either time or an asset or a service or an idea or energy to get money. There's nothing new there. Okay, that will always be it. If you're saving money, I have news for you. It's the same process for the rest of your life. You will get your income, you'll take a portion of it, and you'll stick it somewhere. That's saving. When you're consistent at that, don't let yourself get distracted. When you're investing, it is the same process. Find things that always have worked, always will work. They're real assets and they'll pay you income. And you'll just keep buying those over and over and over. And we have the tendency when we're successful at something to say, okay, I can check the box off, now I can go do something else. And that's where we go broke, guys. That's where we make the biggest investing mistakes and the biggest money mistakes. When you are succeeding, the first thing you should do is economize and just get rid of all of the distraction. So if you're investing right now and you've been doing real estate and real estate's been working, don't freaking do Bitcoin. Get rid of the distractions. Real estate is your deal. Put everything you have into that. It works. It has been working and it always will work. You've proven that. Okay? If you're in a business and you have a product or service that's working, do not get distracted. Whether that's your own idea or someone else approaching you and saying, hey, you should try this. Unless they're doing what you do, then you kind of can't listen to their advice. It's not going to work for you. It's their idea. Okay? So you want to economize and get rid of distractions, and then you want to reinforce the thing that's working for you. And by definition, that means that the new opportunity, the shiny new object, the new thing, the new idea usually is not for you. Okay? And if you're listening, you know if I'm talking to you or not. Okay? If you have that consistency and you know you're winning and you're hitting steady singles all day long and then filling that with home runs every once in a while, that's consistent. Don't sacrifice that. Don't risk that for something else just because everyone else is doing it. I'm going to end this with some advice I live by. If the masses are doing something, you shouldn't be. And if you think about that, the stuff everyone does and the stuff everyone knows generally isn't true. It doesn't work. If the masses are doing it, you shouldn't be. If they're buying homes, you shouldn't be buying homes. If they're going to college, you shouldn't be going to college. If they're watching the news every night, you shouldn't be watching the news. If they're doing stuff in the masses, and it's very easy to tell, just go look at what's my neighbor doing. Whatever he's doing, do the opposite of that. That's something I live my life by. It's worked. It's stable data for me, and I want to give that to you guys in case you've not ever heard that before. Thank you guys for watching this week. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the likes. If you love this, share it. If you have people that are about to lose their butt in Bitcoin, please make sure they see this. If you're live, go ahead and put LIVE in the comments. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. I'm going to sign off. Before I do, make sure you check out my website, www.wealthxpro.com. If you didn't know this, I write an article every day for you guys, and I do a video every day for you guys. And so those are going to be free pieces of content, and I'm excellent at those things, and I make sure that I put good stuff out there. So it's not gimmicks. You're going to get real data. You're going to get real stuff that helps, and it's all out there for free. I want you guys to be educated, and the reason why is the stuff that I had when I started in business and investing in money, it's nowhere as good as what I'm putting out there. I didn't have the accessibility. The information wasn't out. Everyone wanted to keep everything they did a secret. And that's why I'm making things so available and so open. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check those out. Again, www.wealthxpro.com. Have a great Friday. I will talk to y'all next time.